Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mac here from Cryptstar Staking, and boy, have I got some really big news for you guys today. This past week has been a very eventful, I could say, in the Azero ecosystem. I was kind of surprised because right after I made my last video, of course, huge news got dropped on the market, and the Azero price, of course, went up 10% in response to that news. I feel like it wasn't that well publicized, but it was actually a huge piece of news, so I'm going to be focusing on that in today's video. And then after that, I'm going to talk about some other news going on in the ecosystem, as well as some goodies at the very end of the video for you guys who are watching and supporting the Cryptstar Staking channel. Woo-woo! Okay. Alright, before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe button below. And let's go ahead and jump right into the big piece of news here this week. Aleph Zero has won the parachain slot in the Polkadot ecosystem. Very big news for Aleph Zero. Very bullish. That connects them to the Polkadot ecosystem, so everything from Moon River to Moonbeam to Polkadot, there will be a bridge built that will make it very interconnectable and inter-chain blockchain going on. So it'll be really easy to bridge your tokens from Aleph Zero to any other chain, as well as Ethereum, because when you go ahead and build a bridge to Moonbeam or Moon River, that also means you have a bridge to Ethereum, which is very nice and very bullish, like I said. So Aleph Zero has won a Polkadot parachain slot auction as a step towards establishing a cross-chain bridge infrastructure for the ecosystem. We are thrilled to announce that Aleph Zero has won the auction number 38 for the Aleph Zero, or for the Polkadot parachain slot. The bid has been made in an effort to secure the infrastructure for the upcoming Aleph Zero bridge to the Polkadot ecosystem. Parachain auctions are held in an unpermissioned candle auction in which the product teams bid at an unknown closing time. The winning bid of 25,000 DOT, 100,000 USD at the time of the bidding, has been self-funded by the Aleph Zero Foundation's treasury. And this is a very good use, I think, of treasury funds. It's not a whole lot of money, but the amount of usefulness and the amount of devs that they're going to get out of sort of building this bridge and the amount of users that they can pull over from other chains will increase exponentially for just the $100,000 that they spent in going ahead and securing this auction. We're excited to take this significant step towards becoming closer to the Polkadot ecosystem. It's important to note that Aleph Zero remains a sovereign standalone chain and not a parachain by definition. So technically, Aleph Zero is still its own chain, still has its own security, but it can actually feed off of the security of the Polkadot parachain ecosystem just by being connected to the bridge itself. We've also built a network based on our own Aleph BFT consensus protocol and combined it with the Substrate framework, whereas parachains need to use the default Babe Grandpa in order to operate as parachains. So even if Polkadot goes down, the whole other ecosystem goes down, Aleph Zero will still be here to stay. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily tied to the rest of the Polkadot ecosystem in a sort of like a dependent way. This will broaden the capabilities of Aleph Zero. It will highly broaden the capabilities of the Aleph Zero network, as obtaining the slot is a critical step towards establishing a two-way connection between Aleph Zero and the Polkadot ecosystem. This puts us both closer to Polkadot ecosystem projects such as Kusama, Moonbeam, Moon River, as well as realizing the full vision for Aleph Zero. This goes beyond the highly scalable Layer 1 capabilities and making the unique liminal privacy framework available to other key blockchains. So this will allow Polkadot ecosystem users to be able to make use of the really great privacy that is coming to Aleph Zero when the smart contracts are released and when liminal is released for the main net. Very exciting news, very bullish. I was kind of surprised that there wasn't more news made about this, so I made sure to make this video today. I wasn't able to make it earlier, I apologize. I'll be making some more videos probably tomorrow and next week. I'm a little bit less busy next week. I was working on a few projects, so learning a lot about the Proxmox and also doing a lot of stuff at work. So it's been a very busy few weeks. Let's go ahead and jump onto Twitter here. You can see they had the huge announcement by the Polkadot Twitter handle. The #1 winner of the Parachain 38 is confirmed as Aleph Zero. Woo woo! Party! So exciting, guys. Alright, another piece of news that came out last week. It's pretty big on AWS to activate to support the Aleph Zero ecosystem builders. So this makes it so that different people building dApps on the Aleph Zero ecosystem can get support and can kind of get some funding from AWS itself. And I think AWS is reaching out and trying to build out its blockchain infrastructure. It realizes that blockchain is going to be a huge user of the AWS sort of cloud product. So yeah, it's very exciting news. Honestly, I don't like running too much on AWS because it is kind of centralized, but they do have high availability, which makes it much faster for end users. So I think this is a very, very good step in a good direction for Aleph Zero. And I personally use AWS for work, so I like the product and it works really well. And yeah, it's very scalable, and it's not decentralized because the company owns all the infrastructure, but it actually can help you build a very robust sort of system. And I wouldn't put your node on there just because we're trying to keep it decentralized. And I did see some people saying like, oh, they're promoting putting your node on AWS. No, this is not about putting your validator node on AWS. This is about building dApps that connect to decentralized validator nodes to confirm the transactions, and you can put those dApps on AWS. And if you make those dApps open source, then anybody can go ahead and launch the dApp on AWS or some other server, and then that can connect to a node. It doesn't necessarily mean that the nodes are on AWS, and that's what the Aleph Zero team is promoting. So I just want to make that clear to anybody watching this video. This is not the case, okay? Now, for my last little bit of news today, I do like this because they have introduced some wallpapers. So you guys can go ahead and see here, I've set my wallpaper to Aleph Zero in the background here. So yeah. Aleph Zero, very nice. And they have a really nice collection of wallpapers. So go ahead and take a look at that here. You got this one here. It's a little bit darker. It's very nice for the, if you want a nice clean background. This one's great if you're trying to actually promote the Aleph Zero name to your colleagues or something. So yeah, check it out, guys. They have a link in the Discord. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description to the video for this YouTube video as well. If you didn't know already, Cryptstar, we do run a Tezos node as well as an Aleph Zero validator node. So make sure you guys go ahead and stake a little bit to the channel if you guys want and help support more Tezos and Aleph Zero content. And I'll be trying to go ahead and move to other blockchains as well. We're trying to grow our infrastructure currently. So yeah, feel free to go ahead and join our Telegram group, ask any more questions you have about the program, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everybody, and peace out.